put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You was not a printer. Cooped up, mate. Get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What do I want for Christmas? Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe.
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, we have an NFC fight in store between the Washington Commanders and the Carolina Panthers. Carlson ready to get us started, and off we go from Bank of America Stadium. McAllister now to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
Second and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
Firing quickly out line, Daniels. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by Chop Robinson.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that ball you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Caught quick right side. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Fits it through the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. Right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play made by Deron Payne.
47-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fields out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Out. 319, just cut.
Fields on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4.
Well, he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Left side into the hands of Warren. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
3rd and short, Daniels. Complete out to the right side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs from 37.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Viking, 8, Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this.
Ready up.
Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. But he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Handoff now out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. The Commanders going field goal here. This from 28 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Panthers take over a 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, snap.
A pistol snap. Fields. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, snap. Turbo, snap. Delta. Press, punch right. Angel, angel, angel. Right.
Air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that putt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Well, he had the power power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Cage, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
19.
A give now from the gun. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Entering Cooper there to make the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Cowboy. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 19 Lions.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. On the move, hit it right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Okay, ready.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it.
19 tight. Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They're going to go. It's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
He's going to run out of the pistol with ball. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Green 19. Get that.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Fields now on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on
Hey,
downs.
I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Washington first down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Daniels. Jumped off to his running back. And that That tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Man in motion here.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll run now on second down. He still has room inside the 30. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Daniels now. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Play action, Fields. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
31-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Hey, Chan. 319. Hey, Chan. Right.
Fields to throw it. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Out. 319. Right.
Another throw for Fields. He's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him 38 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Go.
And he spiked it just in time. So now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Carlson's kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. McAllister now to return. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Delta.
They start to have to give them all. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Working quickly here.
Mayday.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Hey,
At the 26-yard line.
They give on 2nd to Hall. He only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
EQ. 11. Sit high.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Panthers 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Fields again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Delta. 19 section.
Fields on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. McAllister now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Get it!
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
70, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, Hawk 7, Viking 18.
Throw here, third down. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Looking quickly here.
It's fourth down.
60 Maverick, 60, 19 Lions. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. He connects downfield. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. What a play on fourth down. Give him the first after a gain of 27.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
60 Vikings, 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Again, Daniels to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Another carry for him. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't touch the nature. Got that touch my favorite. Keep it up, touch my favorite.
So a timeout comes in with the play clock down to just 3 seconds. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Get it. 76, Mustang 19.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So we're through 3 here. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. The Commanders going field goal here. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
A pistol snap. Fields escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. First set of downs from the 37. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. This is Reed working the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these 2 are on the same page.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, son.
Throwing again. It's Fields. Forced out to his right. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, Ken. Trust, touch right. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Panthers 13. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. McAllister now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Cut 19. 60 Mavericks. 60 Maverick.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got Jalen Lane. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Get up. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3 now.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To the air again. Daniels. Hits his running back. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Timberwolf. Ready, ready.
They'll run it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Lions. Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Here we go. Right.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. He's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
13 yards on the play. And the Panthers...
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte.
First and 10
Panthers losing by 14. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Shotgun snap to Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Monday.
Play action now. It's Fields. Buys time, rolling right. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Third and 7.
Throwing now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this.
Here we go. 11.
Desperation time here. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Go.
On first and 10, it's Fields. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Second and 10, still at that 15-yard line. Fields throwing once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
7-yard loss brings up third down.
Hey, Ken.
Now to throw. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Fields has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
Here we go.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And it's home in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Set to kick off.
The Panthers say they have it, and the refs agree. Panther football. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. Easy.
Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
331, 331.
Now fields again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Here we go.
Here he is to throw. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up fourth and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down by 6, no choice but to go for this.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58, son. Right.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Completed over the middle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. This one left for Daniels. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.